Yo, yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? So look, man, let's talk. Let's talk, man. Let's just talk about this because no. Let me put some characters on the screen first. By the way, in case y'all don't know, there's a RoboCop announcer.
The Joker.
Yo, that's a thing in the game, just so y'all know.
Frost.
Just gonna put that out there. Now let's throw some characters on the screen while we talk about this, right? So we're gonna talk about basically a bunch of pro players finally talking bad about this game. Basically, but not really talking bad. Just finally being a little more open and honest about, I think, how a lot of people have felt for a long time. But anyway, if y'all like the content, shoot me a like, shoot me a subscribe, it helps. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So recently, right, there was a patch for this game, I believe about 2 days ago, on August 5th or 6th, one of these days. It's not really important what day the patch was on, but I wonder if I don't know if that's what sparked this conversation or if it was a little bit before it, but a lot of people started voicing their opinions about this on Twitter, and I'm going to go over a bunch of tweets, a bunch of different players, basically just saying what they feel on Twitter, and a few other people, right? Let's just go over some of these tweets. This is the most important. Here's the bulk of the video. So I'm gonna start with Ninja Killer's tweet. He said, and this was today's the 7th. This was yesterday on the 6th. He said, "Yo, am I the only one getting tired of MK? It just feels so dead to me now." And then his follow-up tweet said, "All these other fighting games are glowing up with new features. I read that wrong. All these other fighting games are glowing up with the new features they got, but we're stuck with DDoSers mashing down to with Jade and." Look at this number, bro. 1,930,000,000 whatever ping. At least we got a godlike patch today, though. Yeah, so that was when the patch came out. That was what Ninja Killer said. Here's another player named Rio, who I don't know if y'all are familiar with. Not MK Rio, the content creator. This is Rio, a competitive player. Not like a pro, but a well-respected, really good player. He says, "I think I'm done competing. This game online is not good. Don't know when offline is coming back and don't have a reason to grind. I'll probably only play this game with friends. Other than that, I'm done." Basically saying I'm pretty much not enjoying this game whatsoever. I'm not trying to play this. I'm not doing it. Dragon also yesterday, I'm sure you know who Dragon is if you watch Mortal Kombat, said, "Not gonna lie, it's very hard to play MK11 with how the meta is right now. I have no motivation to get on with low. What the hell? I have no motivation to get on with how fatal blows, jump threes, and breakaways are. I know that's why a lot of people in the scene aren't playing right now either. These mechanics ruin the game with how they currently are, in my opinion." Do you see what he said right there? What he said right there? I know that's why a lot of people in the scene aren't playing right now either. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm just keep going a little bit. And Tweety says the complaints people have about MK11 are so deep that they aren't gonna go back on them now before the next game, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but supers, the breaker system, the meter system, jump-ins, etc. just seem too core to the game to change at this point. So Tweety said, "I don't think they're going to change shit because it's basically too late now," which I kind of agree with. And Rewind said, "There's no way NRS is not seeing all these statements about the game being boring, right? Can't be. There's way too many casuals and top players saying the game is stale. Change something, please." Then we have a different take from Mr. Aquaman. He said, "Can't wait to see what everyone bitches about. No, can't wait to see everyone bitch about what NRS does next. Fun." And he says, "I think everyone who thinks I get paid to shill just wasn't around before our community had esports. Like I haven't been doing this since day one. Kids these days, LOL." Mr. Aquaman is saying, "Y'all think I'm shilling, but I've always been like this. I've always been trying to like big up the game, blah 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 blah." And if that's his mindset, I'm not against it. I'm not here to shit on Mr. Aquaman. I like his content anyway. So I do have one thing to say in response to all these tweets.
Told y'all niggas, I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all.
Alright, that's childish. But for real though, I'm just okay. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, this is literally the whole point of why I started my channel, right? And it's kind of funny. Like I agree with what Tweety said to an extent. Like it's kind of late now for y'all to finally say, oh hey, a year and what is it, a year and 3 months into the game being out, hey, this game isn't fun, we don't like these things that have been this way since day fucking one, and you guys haven't changed them. And like, I get it, at first you have a competitive series, a competitive season, you want to make money, you want to play, you want to do all that shit. I totally understand that, bro, but you gotta be honest with the dev when you know they're making changes to the game. When you like, because at this point we don't know. NetherRealm might add more characters, they might do more balance patches, but they might not. This might be the end of the content line. Like, some people are saying, oh no, there's a leak, they're gonna reveal 2 new characters at DC Fandom. They might, or they might just reveal the next skin pack, which is coming out a few days after DC Fandom. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, it would make the most sense to voice these complaints and issues when the game is live and you know it's hot, when you know they're still working on it. And like, so many people wanted to fucking shill for this game, or I'm not gonna do that. Most people didn't show for the game, but they just wouldn't say anything. They wouldn't say shit. Like, some things would be super stupid and they might just be like, bruh, that's crazy. But like, they wouldn't say, no, this is fucked up, this is bad game design, this should not exist. Yo, Ed Boon, yo, NetherRealm, what are you guys smoking? Why is this in your game? Like, and that's a big part of why I started uploading so many videos, and damn near why my channel became what it became, right? Like, I've had a YouTube channel for years where I upload a video every fucking 6 months, every year, you know, every now and then. But with this game, I really started doing content, and I wasn't like intending to like really build an audience, but it was more like, let me get my shit off. Let me just say, yo, this is stupid, this shouldn't exist. Or if I wanted to do a guide or something, because I like doing character guides, I like doing character breakdowns and stuff. It takes a long time, but I like doing it, you know what I mean? I like those videos, even though they're like an hour fucking long. I enjoy doing that too. So it was that, and then saying, hey, we should change this, you know? And like, everything from like fucking armor break or something they added, like, every step of the way, NetherRealm has just shown that they're incompetent as fuck. They do not know how to make a fighting game. They don't. They know how to design it aesthetically. The characters look great. The stages look great. The UI looks great. But they don't know how to design fighting. They don't know how to design combat to make sense. Like, the armor breaker shit should have been the final straw, where every pro player should have looked at it and said, this is fucking garbage. Like, day one, every pro player should have said, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. That's what I would have did, and I did it. I made a video before it, and I made a video right after they came out. Like, this has been what I've been saying. That's why I'm like, I don't want to say I told y'all, but it's just like, fam, now y'all want to say, oh yeah, they need to change this game before, because no, they're not gonna change it now. It's too fucking late. You know what I mean? And this, I just hope at least for once the community learns and stops. Like, you can talk shit about a game and make money from it. You can, because you can say everything honestly how you feel about this game and still play in tournaments. That doesn't mean you can't join the tournament and play. Like, I don't understand why people don't know that. Like, even if you're, and I'm not saying it has to be Sonic Fox or Dragon or one of the top 4, top 8 players on the planet, but I'm saying if you are somebody who genuinely thinks, yo, this game, this shit is fucked up, you need to change this, voice your opinion. They're not gonna disqualify you from tournaments for being honest, or for saying, yo, you don't like this about the game. And some of you will say it on Twitter, but some of you won't, and some of you won't. Like, I don't know, man. Like, there's like a different energy. Like, when it's something, like, I remember before the game came out, and everybody was looking, like, when we had the beta or whatever, or no, before the beta, they were like, oh, the dashes look too slow. Or from the reveal, they're like, the dashes are too slow. Buff the dashes, make the dashes faster. And now we got fucking crazy dashes like this. When before, when the game was first like announced and shit, dashes were not used as a means to get around on the stage. That's not what they're for. They wanted you to walk back and forth. They wanted you to play neutral. They wanted you to play footsies. And everybody complained about it so fucking much that the fucking dashes got super good now. Some characters can backdash everything. Scorpion can down one, fucking get out of the way and kill you. You know what I mean? I just thought this is interesting, because this seems to be like, and this is kind of still going on a little bit, but it was more yesterday, and I think just yesterday. But I started seeing more people, more pro players saying, yo, this game is not that great, it's not that fun to play. And there are some people who are not talking about it, but that are not playing the game as much. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be those people who want to stay out of it for one reason or another, or maybe not stay out of it. Maybe they just don't want to be negative. And like, I understand that, bro. Like, I'm not saying you have to like talk shit about everything all the time. I'm not saying that's the solution to everything, but I'm just saying that like being honest will help you in the long run. Like, if everybody, like, being quiet is being complicit, bro. Being quiet is being complicit. If you don't voice an issue with something, then you're saying, like, you not saying something and saying you're okay with it. Now, if every not even just pro players, bro, just people with a voice in the community, because there are other people with clout in the NRS community who are far from pro players, who are worse than me, and I can watch them. But it's not about that, bro. It's about the following they have, the relationships they have, and it's like, you guys are literally the key. And I made a video talking about this. You guys are the key to solving this problem. You just chose not to use it. You chose not to use your power, and now that the fucking game's gotten worse and worse and never got better, because you were hoping that NetherRealm was gonna magically do it, even though they don't know a goddamn thing about developing fighting games. Like, and I say that, people are like, what do you mean they don't know about developing fighting games? They've been making Mortal Kombat for years. Fam, they know how to make Mortal Kombat look cute. They don't know how to make it play right. They don't. They don't. Like, jumping being the way it is doesn't make sense. Armor breakers being the way they are makes no fucking sense. Crushing blows doing fucking 50% damage for a bar to, like, it's nonsense. Like, here's a regular Joker combo. Fairly standard. 24%. 24%. I think a crush and blow Joker combo should do fucking what? 34%? 31%? 32%? I don't think it should. That's 38, 39. You know what I mean? And this is one example. And Joker's a low damage character. Like, there are characters who crushable combos do 50% or borderline 50 for like one bar. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, down to crushable combos? Like, it's crazy. And I'm not saying crushing blows are the problem with the game, because I like that mechanic. But tone that shit down. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this. All your favorite pro players are finally saying what I've been saying for a fucking year. And I guess they thought it would get fixed. And this is literally me. This is my reputation with the whole community. Like, well, I don't have a reputation in the community anymore, which is good because I don't want one. But my old reputation in the community was the guy who says something, nobody agrees with it. Then a year later, everybody agrees with it. Like, that's just what it was. And I'm just here to put y'all in game, man, and let y'all know. So I'm gonna keep making videos. And depending on what happens, right? If we get a reveal for some new characters, a new season, a new combat pack, whatever, okay, cool. That'll get me back into wanting to play this game more. Because as it stands right now, I really don't feel like playing this shit. Honestly. I really don't. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But there's still like certain things I want to talk about the game. But yeah, and if they announce a new game, then we'll go there. If they announce Injustice, I'll go to Injustice 2 and see what changes I want to make from Injustice 2 to 3, or whatever I want to see. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to talk about that. Hopefully this culture does not continue of people reaping the benefits of a game and not wanting to say anything negative, and then a year fucking later want to say, oh, this game sucks, this game sucks. Fam, fix it when you can. Fix it while you can. Don't be quiet about it or say it's great and I like it, and then fucking a year later when they don't change anything, you realize, wow, this game fucking sucks. Yeah, it does suck. It sucked for a long time. It's a bad game. And when I say that, I mean from a combat standpoint. I don't mean everything about the game is trash. It has some good qualities, but there's some unforgivable shit. Some things just don't make any sense. And I hate when pro players complain about fatal blows. Dog, fatal blows are not even that good in this game. You guys are just bad at fighting games. Like, if you're complaining about fatal blows, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, fatal blows don't have any type of armor until frame 8. Like, what's that to complain about? That's a really bad super mechanic. Like, do you know in every other fighting game, supers are frame 1 invincible? Every other fighting game? Every other fighting game. But, like, they're punishable on block for the most part. Save for certain situations, but universally they're typically typically frame one invincible, and then they're punishable halfway through the animation, or are on block completely, or whatever. And that's all I've ever wanted Fatal Blows to be in this game. Like, this game tried to do some different shit and get away from, like, there are certain things about fighting games, like, you see how that, this is gonna sound very remedial, but go with me. You know why the health bars are at the top of the screen? Like, you see that, right? You know, every fighting game you play, the health bars are at the top of the screen. There's a reason for that, bro. It's not a mistake. It's not a, you know what I mean? It's not a coincidence. It's like that for a reason. There's certain things in this game that every other fighting game does the same way for a reason. And Mortal Kombat tried to change it. No, there's some things about fighting games you don't want to change. There's certain things that need to stay the way, like the meter building system. It can work, but there's a reason meter is tied to either getting hit or doing special moves, right? So you can't just do nothing and build meter. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason for that, because then you get people who will do nothing to build meter. But anyway, that's a whole other video in itself. I'm gonna get out of here. I've already been talking too much, but let me know what y'all think. Y'all agree with the pro players? Y'all disagree? Do y'all think Another Realm is gonna change this game, patch it? Are we gonna get some new characters? Leave some comments. Shoot a like if you liked the video. Consider subscribing. I post a lot of shit, man. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/J_S_F. I'll probably put it in the description if you would like to see me succeed in life. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, JSF. Y'all stay safe, man.